Hey guys, so for today's video I'm finally getting around to reviewing these two Pride products. This one is the lashes from Sephora in the hashtag LASHSTORIES, and this is the Jessie Paege and Tarte collaboration called Let It Rainbow. And so I'll just go over a little bit about this. On the back of this one it says hashtag Lash Stories celebrates the wild adventures, best moments, and magical memories of your life. Wear this lash with pride. This dramatic volume style has short and long alternating lengths that give your eye that extra wow factor. And these are also cruelty free, so I thought that was kind of cool. And it doesn't say anywhere on here, but I remember when I was buying them that some of the proceeds also went to, I think it was the Trevor Project, so that's awesome. And for this one, some of the proceeds also go to the Trevor Project. On the back of here it says Jessie Paege is an actress, author, and YouTube creator who's an advocate for self-love and confidence. In celebration of Pride, she's partnered with Tarte to bring awareness to important LGBTQ+ issues and support her favorite organizations like the Trevor Project. I don't remember how much of the proceeds go towards the Trevor Project, but I just thought that was pretty awesome that they're doing that. And if you don't know who Jessie Paege is, that's her. She's so freaking cute, and yeah, highly suggest watching her videos. She's pretty funny. So yeah, this is the main focus of the video, so I'm gonna go through some swatches. Okay, so first of all, here's a more up close look at the unicorn. It's got the palette and all the names on here as well, and that's what the top looks like. Right here it just says Let It Rainbow Eye Set, and then it also says it in French at the bottom. And yeah, so that's the unicorn. And inside of the unicorn it comes like this in this little plastic. So I actually won't be trying the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara this time, just because I've got a few mascaras that I'm currently working on, but once I'm finished all of those I will go back to it and try it. I actually used to use it like 8 years ago and I absolutely loved it, so it'll be really interesting to see if it's still a mascara that I love. But let's get a more in-depth look at this palette. So it's the Let It Rainbow palette. So 6 of the shadows are 0.7 grams or 0.025 ounces, and then 2 of the shadows are 1.2 grams or 0.043 ounces, and it's got a shelf life of 12 months. And this is actually a sticker on the front. They reused these packaging from a old palette that they were making. So I didn't realize until just looking at that picture that I showed of the old palette that they actually didn't even change the names or anything. And I don't know, I don't like that. I think they should have at least changed the names or something, but whatever. And I don't really care that much, but it would have been nice if it was just more smooth with the palette. Maybe if they had like put some sealer on top. I don't really know how that works, but it would have just been nice if they didn't have these sticker edges. It is what it is though. I still am excited for this palette and I think the front is really cute. So when you open it, it fell out, but there's this Let It Rainbow little plastic piece, and I thought this was so cute. And That's what the palette is called. Again, I think I've mentioned it, but if not, that's what it's called. And here are the shades. So right here we have This Is It. Here is All In. Here's Go For It, Hustle, Happening, You Can, Risk Taker, and Ambitious. And I'm going to swatch all of these. Okay, so let's get into swatches. So first we have This Is It. That doesn't look too bad, but I want to give it a second swatch just to see how it builds up. Okay, that is so much better. Next we have All In. There's that. Go For It. I'm just gonna give that one a second swatch as well. Okay, that's pretty nice. These are looking really good so far. I'm excited to use these. It'll be really interesting to see how these compare to other shadows that I own. Maybe I'll do some comparisons on Instagram. Next we have You Can, which is actually really close to the shade right here on my shirt. I'm gonna give that one a second swatch as well. Okay, that looks much better. I think I was just pressing a little too hard on my skin, so it kind of grabbed a little, because the second swatch I like barely touched my skin, and that's how it looks. Next is Happening. Ooh, this looks so pretty. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. I am so excited. One thing I really like about this palette is that the two shimmers also have corresponding shades to go with them. They're not just like the only blue in the palette or the only purple in the palette. Next is Hustle. Next is Ambitious. I'm gonna give that one a second swatch as well. And now for the last shade, which is Risk Taker. That is pretty. It doesn't look as like metallic as, okay, maybe I just wasn't pressing hard enough. So that is the palette completely swatched here. I think it looks so beautiful, and I'm so excited to put this on my face. So once again, we have This Is It, All In, Go For It, You Can, Happening, Hustle, Ambitious, and Risk Taker. And I'm so in love with these so far. So let's figure out what we're doing with these eyes. So I just thought it would be nice to note that none of the shades have stained me whatsoever. So now I'm just going to apply some Tarte Shape Tape to my lids off camera using the Kat Von D number 40 brush. And then I'll be right back. This is a little bit dark for me, but I'm really liking the way that it acts as a base for shadows. So even though it's darker, that's why I'm using it, but I don't take it as high as I normally would for a concealer that actually matches me. I just found that like the Maybelline's not as nice of a concealer for the eyes. So I'm still on hunt for a eyeshadow primer slash concealer that I like. So any recommendations, leave them in the comment down below. At first it doesn't look like it's gonna be too dark, but just you wait. Also, this is in the shade Tan, so as you can tell, like, it does look fine, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit too dark for me. I don't know. Okay, so I've got an idea of how I'm going to go about this eye look. So first, taking this crease blending brush from Vanity Planet, I'm taking the shade You Can, which is that kind of like minty-ish shade, and I'm going to pop that right in the inner corner. I have a feeling that there's going to be some fallout, so I just applied some Laura Mercier on my under eyes using this Kat Von D number 25 brush, and I really like it for like up here. It's really nice. Okay, so especially on me, this is a very light shade. So, I don't know. I feel like that kind of did nothing. But I'm going to take the same brush and dip into Hustle, which is this blue shade right there. And I'm going to put it right here, kind of bring it inwards, just because that light blue shade did not really show up the greatest on me. This darker blue is looking so much better. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back into that You Can shade right here, and I'm going to kind of blend out the edges. And then just gonna take the blue shade Hustle and just bring that right there. Okay. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just kind of blend a little bit more. I wonder if these shades are performing like this because my skin tone, or if that's just the way they are, or if it's the concealer that I'm using, because like, I don't know, it's not as applying as nicely as I was hoping it would. Which is pretty disappointing, seeing as like this wasn't cheap. I'm pretty sure it was like $40 or something like that. Okay, it was $32 plus tax, so it's not too bad, but also not the cheapest. I'm just like, I don't know if you can see, but like this is pretty patchy right here. Oh, this is so disappointing. I wanted to love this so bad. Okay, maybe if I just kind of like pack and don't really blend as much. Next, I'm taking a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going into the shade Ambitious right here. And I'm going to put that in my outer corner. Where, like, that is not the same shade. I wanted to love this so badly. I'm gonna take an e.l.f. contour brush and try to pack it on. Okay, that's definitely working better. Like, these are not looking good. I am so upset right now. I will definitely be emailing Tarte about this because this is not acceptable. Like, you cannot just put this kind of quality out, especially with like being such a big brand. Like, you think your followers aren't gonna notice? I'm trying to get this to look as good as I possibly can. Doesn't help when the edges do not want to blend. Okay, I guess let's go for the bottom now, because let's leave the shimmer shades for last and see how that works out. I'm really disappointed so far. I'm so mad. I wanted to love this so much. Okay, so I'm gonna take This Is It, which is this red shade, onto yet another e.l.f. contour brush and put that at the outer edge of my lower lash line and kind of blend that into the purple shade. Okay, this red is looking a lot better than all of the other shades so far, which is so disappointing. Like, I was really looking forward to this. Like, I've been waiting almost 3 weeks to play with this palette, and then to get this kind of quality, like, come on. You've got to be kidding me. Like, I'm gonna go and try to blend it at the very end. I just want to get these colors on. So I'm taking yet another e.l.f. contour brush, and I'm going in with All In, which is this orange shade. Sorry if you can hear my dogs playing upstairs. Okay, I'm gonna try to go back in with the red shade on this eye, because on this eye it's looking fine, but not so much on this eye. I'm going to take Go For It, which is this yellow, and I'm going to put that right there, the inner part of my lower lash line. Like, it's sad that these shadows are looking better than the top, and the top is primed, so I don't know, maybe I need to use this palette again without any Tarte Shape Tape on top. Actually, I think I'll wipe off the top and redo it, and I'll let you know how I feel about it in 2 seconds. As I'm sure you can see right here, it did not work any better. I'm going to dust this off. Going to apply Happening to the inner portion of my eye. I'm going to apply Risk Taker to the outer half. Okay, I'm gonna be back. I'm going to go eat dinner and then I'll try to fix this. Guys, I am so sad. I am so disappointed with this palette. Like, the orange and yellow are looking fine. The metallics are looking fine now because I used my finger to apply them. But like, look at how patchy that purple and the blues are. Like, you literally cannot see You Can at all on me. And like, you should be able to because you were able to on the swatch. So, what's up, Tarte? This is not okay. I want my freaking money back. And like, you can see, like, I have dug in. Like, you can see an actual little bit of a dent there. You should not be able to see that after one use. And like, this is after taking off the primer and trying it on just bare skin, and it's applying the exact same as before. And like, okay, so here's the blue brush, and like, it'll kind of apply, but then like, you can't blend at all, otherwise it goes away. Like, let's apply more. Like, you can see, like, I'm being very generous, and okay, kind of applies, barely, still patchy as all hell. Let's try to fix those patches. They aren't going anywhere. Like, not to mention how dusty this palette is. Like, you should not be able to see that. And then blending, that literally took everything off. Like, and that's me trying to blend how I normally do. And it's just gone. Like, this is terrible. I feel so sad. Especially for the Trevor project. It deserves better. Pride deserves better. This is a very sad representation of Pride. Just gonna put it out there. Especially because how big the LGBTQ community is and how important it is. You would think they would have put everything into this palette, that they, regardless of Jessie Paege, just the fact that it is being marketed for the LGBTQ plus community, you would think they would put so much effort into making this perfect, and it is so far from perfect. Like, let me just turn off part of the light so you can see a little better. You can see how patchy that is. Like, our roads aren't even this patchy. And that's sad because our roads are really patchy. I don't even want to post this because of how negative it is, but I need to be honest, and this is not acceptable. This is not okay to put this on the market. Like, this should not have made it past the labs. They should have gotten the like sample back and been like, no, this is terrible, we can't put this out. And if they were dead set on it being for Pride, they should have just waited another year to perfect it. That way you aren't disappointed, because this is so disappointing. This is more than disappointing. This is heartbreaking how terrible this is. I'm gonna put mascara and the lashes on and hope that it hides how patchy this is so I can at least post it on Instagram. And then I'll be right back. A cute little detail about these lashes is that it comes with a left and a right symbol, so you never mix up which lash is which. So this is the finished look, and my final thoughts for this palette is it's got so much potential, and unfortunately it just did not exceed my expectations. I thought this was going to be so much better than what it is. I really hope that I just got a bad one for somehow, I don't know. If everyone else is liking it, then maybe I'll just email Tarte and see if I can get a replacement, because this is not okay. This looks terrible. Like, the swatches looked so much better than what's on my eyes. As for the lashes, I do really like them. They are currently stabbing me in the eye though, because I forgot to trim the corners. But other than that, once I do that, I think it'll be great, because this lash is not bothering me at all. And I think they're beautiful. They feel great. The band was a little rigid, but other than that, not bad. Like, I can't complain for $10 for these lashes. They are definitely worth it. They remind me of the quality of the Morphe premium lashes. And yeah, so that's it for today's video. If you got this palette, I would love to see what you think of it. Did you create any looks with it? Show me on Instagram or Facebook somewhere. I don't know. But don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on the bell to be notified of every video that I upload. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter. On Instagram, I post so many more looks than what I post to YouTube, so make sure to go follow me over there to see all the other looks that I do. And that's it for now. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye. Bye.